The good, the bad, the ugly of social media fitness. What a topic. Who wants to start this off?
Let's start with some good news. Let's sandwich it out. Like, what are some good things?
I've been able to see more fitness topics, more fitness ideas, more fitness methodologies than I have ever. Some of them not so good, some of them a little ugly, whatever. But I think that's good. Like, obviously, more isn't always better, but at least there is a choice.
Yes.
Right. Whereas back in the day, it's whatever that the PE teacher with his too many keys and his whistle and his crazy push broom mustache decided was the deal. That was what you got. That was it.
I love that. I love
true.
I love the fact that there's so many options and we do see more than we would ever be exposed to. And then it allows us to take certain rabbit holes where we can be like, oh, I really like this. You can go a little bit deeper. You can find experts on that specific thing. And then that opens up a whole new world. I mean, that did for me with kettlebells.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much more accessible to people too.
Yeah.
Now fitness and movement and different types of modalities and methods are being exposed to so many people.
You can kind of dabble.
As long as you got data or Wi-Fi and a phone or a computer or whatever, it's like, you're good.
Yeah.
So it allows you, I mean, that's what I do love about it is that you can see something, you can go a little bit deeper into it.
And then say something, see something,
say something. We can blow a whistle. No, you can try, and then you can try it. So that way you can see if it works for you versus what would be the alternative in the past where you'd have to either take a course, you'd have to work with somebody, you'd have to go physically and meet somebody, and you'd have to even know that
you'd have to know that person, you'd have to know that methodology or whatever. Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. I would, so I didn't even know that mace came from Gada, right? So you, like, and you get to go down this pathway. I mean, same with kettlebells. Like, I just thought, oh, this is like a Russian methodology or whatever, and then you find out, no, this is like a tool that they use to like weigh their wheat, and then these strongmen would go around and compete, like lifting the heavier ones, or like I wouldn't even have known that if it wasn't for social media.
I would say it also exposes you to different personalities and different people. So not just methodologies and types or styles of training, but different people that is so much fun to be able to connect with. So on a personal level, you can connect with them. And then also just, people that you can learn more about their story, learn more about what they do, and then how it can help you with your fitness journey. So there's so much more connection.
Yeah, and I will say that on the topic of connection, like I've met some of my best friends through social media because they are in the fitness industry like we are. It does. Yeah.
I guess that is
real
true.
life friends.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a few as well. Yeah.
And then even you have those friends that you never see that they're like they're closer than certain family members. Where I'm like, they're more supportive.
Seriously.
Let's forget about the bad and the ugly. I just want to focus on the good. This is good.
But inspiration is constant as long as you're using it in the right way. And maybe we can shift into that because you can get into comparison mode based off where you're at, what other people are showing. Yeah. And that's a big thing too.
I compare so much less than you ever compare.
Wow. This took a turn. I was just trying to be supportive.
No, we had to segue from good to bad. So
No, it's true. Like doing things for likes, doing things just to, grow your followers or whatever. Yeah, do it for the gram, like these cliche terms or whatever that now are cliche. Came out of this like obsession and this comparison mentality, which unfortunately, if that is your goal, then guess what's not your goal? Fitness, actual relationship, right? Actual connection, actual communication. And that can be like super unhealthy from that standpoint. And then people, to kind of take another turn, people that really don't know anything that act like they do and have a large following and are telling people to do things that are very dangerous, very unsafe, very unhealthy.
That's the problem is that there's no, anybody can get on.
No filters.
And here's the thing, a lot of, and people, influencers, and I'm going to say this with
mini air quotes on that.
Care.
Like, you didn't want to do it like.
This is with care because some people do a good job. Some people are very educated.
Yeah, 100%.
However, a lot of people show what works for them.
Yeah.
And the end user.
All you have to do is.
Yeah.
Look like me.
The end user will be like, oh, it's worked for this person. Why don't I just do this? And then it may work for them, it may not. But if it doesn't, they get down on themselves, like, oh, what's wrong with me? And like all these things. And then again, back to comparison. And not everything one person does that works for them is right for everyone.
Yeah.
And so it just depends on how you use it. But that's where social media fitness can be a little